Welcome to part 5, Prepare for Your Sound. So this was quite a shock to me when I was a young singer and my voice was growing and I hadn't really quite taken on board how much I needed to prepare for that growing sound mentally. One of the things that I'm going to reiterate, I said in the first step, was that I used to sing in the throat far too much. So my sound started in the throat and it ended in the throat. I didn't know anything about resonators. I didn't really tap into what the feeling of the sound was like. So when I performed in different acoustic buildings, like a church, recording studio or concert hall, I would adapt my sound. I'd twist my instrument to suit the acoustic. Big mistake. I found that out later. I needed to keep this all the same. I needed to build my own acoustic in here and rely on that and not adapt to any of the outside pressures. Another outside pressure that is worth considering, apart from the acoustic, is the audience pressure. Some people are very easy and comfortable or have learned to stay in their sound. And I love this topic. I do another module on this, staying in your sound. It's the essence of staying in your body, staying grounded, staying centered, not being affected by the pressure and audience. But of course, that is a very big pressure. And if you ever get the chance to practice singing in front of people, you can possibly feel how your sound is affected when it tightens in the throat, perhaps. Your breathing becomes shallow. You can feel certain things going on physically in the body when you're singing in front of people, no matter whether it's 2 or 2,000, you can still feel those physical differences. So that's another pressure that I go into in another module, on another course. But for this one, creating our own internal acoustic, that's really fun. So I'm going to show you a way in which you can prepare for that difference in one shape, moving to another shape. And we're just going to go through a very simple exercise on the yawn to help you feel that. You can do it on the yawn actually, or you can do it by, I'm just turning my head here to the side because I'm looking at my ears and thinking airplane ears. If you know what airplane ears are, when you're in an airplane and you're wanting to release that pressure, that has the same effect. So it's that kind of. Now as I do that, as I'm trying to release the pressure through my ears, you can probably see here that the front part of my larynx, just here, is moving. That does the same thing when you yawn. That's a really typical position for a singer to be in. Why? Because they've just turned their upright piano into a grand piano, and that's very cool. So we can try and put that onto sound, and I'll just demonstrate very easily on one note, and it's a note that you can easily access yourself. So for the ladies, if you want to have a go at this, and I'll do it on an E sound because the E's nice and easy. It's an A, and then for the men, you should all be able to access this sound, which is A2. And for the ladies, A4. You can look up those sounds on YouTube if you can't, if you haven't got a piano. But for the ladies, that's the sound you're going to do it on. So first of all, we'll get used to the feeling of going from a normal, neutral position to an open position. Okay, so just assume a neutral position with your mouth just around your tongue. And now go into the yawn. And back again. Or you can just do that with the idea of the aeroplane ears. In fact, the aeroplane ears work much better because with the yawn, we're very tempted to draw in a breath, just as I did there. And again, that's something that I cover in another module, because that breath needs to be silent. Anything that has noise is a constriction. So the airplane ears work quite well. Let's try that one more time. Voila. So just by one simple move, you have affected your potential for sound. So now I'm just going to demonstrate to you what that's like. Let me put sound on it. So here's the one that's neutral. And here's the one with the move, with the openness. So I'll just do that again. Closed to open.